There we go. Let's turn that down a little bit. We are live. Okay, let's get on in the afternoon. Hey, let's do an afternoon. I don't know if anybody will show up. I just wanted to jump on here. What is it, 3:30 in Lexington? Most people are working. Hey, if you got a 30 minutes to go or an hour, just and you're in a cubicle, just watch the show and type and act like you're doing something. Uh, but no, I wanted to jump on here real quick and just go on with what we talked about last night. We were asking about Martells Carter Jr., and we got our answer right off the bat. He's going to be a running back. If you're watching this back, I'm Tom. I appreciate you watching this back. Yeah, we talked about what's going to happen to Martells Carter. Is he going to be offense, defense? Well, he's going to be a running back. So, and somebody was talking. Of course, I always get fake fans that I don't know if they're Louisville or Tennessee. That oh my God, the Baxter and Barnes are going to be sitting. No, Baxter and Barnes are not going to be sitting. Come on, guys. Yeah, act like you're a Kentucky fan. All right. I was looking at the high school. Who did we get in high school recruiting? Because I know we got some safeties. Who did we get? As I look at as people come on here, hopefully here's recruiting. Oh man, we recruited. I think a safety, uh, 3 star safety, high 3 star. So yeah, we recruited. Oh yeah, we recruited some defensive backs and safeties from high school. So I'm going to assume that they know what they're doing. What's up, Curtis? We're talking. Yeah, I'm just sitting here talking about Marcus, or excuse me, uh, Martells Jr. So yeah, he's obviously going to be a running back now. So I got to move him off of the defensive roster, and he is going to be Martell's Carter is going to be a running back, which is fine. That's fine with me. They need depth at running back, so that's why they're doing it. Uh, I don't know if I picked a good time to come on. I may have to come back on later in the week, but I wanted to jump on here, and that we were talking about that last night. So what happened today? Stein spoke, Joe Sloan, offense coordinator spoke, defense coordinator spoke, and they talked about a lot. Mike's about 5 running backs. Yeah, well, yeah, you need depth at running back because you're going to get banged up. He said, Will Stein said he's going to run a lot of 2 back sets. Now, is he saying that just to be saying it, or is he because he liked 1 back sets too? So we'll see. But look, if they saw something with Carter's in the spring and they're like, hey, we can move this dude to running back. So yeah, I mean, look, he's got 4 years. I mean, plenty of time. Yeah, it's a very physical position. Yeah, I mean, look, you're gonna get banged up. Plus, I mean, we got 4 years, and Barnes is gone next year, and then Baxter's gone the year after that. And yeah, so I mean, I think we're looking down the road at obviously him being a good athlete. He's gonna play running back, and hey, that's great. I mean, we got plenty of defensive. We don't need him on defense right now. If you listen to defensive coordinator Jay Bateman, they were talking about Castell, and Bryant. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to play cornerback. So yeah, we got and will Alex Safari come back? That was one judge and one ruling. That doesn't mean it will happen, but it would be nice to get Alex Safari back if they would legally let you. And I don't know if that's going to happen. So I don't know, but no. We found out that the offensive line does yoga, which is smart. Was smart. If you lift weights, the hardest thing to do is be bulky and be flexible. That's the hardest thing, guys. If you don't stretch, if you for those of you who are young and watching this back, and you don't lift weights, you better stretch before and after. I'm saying you got to stretch a lot. Stretch out your hamstring, stretch out your back. Yeah, because you'll pay for it. He's waiting on the 5-on-5 extra. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that. He talked about the lawsuits and all this is going to be challenged in court. And by the time they figure it out, it will be the season already be half over. So I don't know, but yeah. So obviously, talking about Kenny Minchie said he's fine. He hasn't started a game since high school. That's what we talked about. I've said, look, he's probably going to be good, but he hadn't started a game, so he's going to learn. He's going to learn. Right? Yes. Yeah. Now they talked about Willie Rodriguez, Bateman, and Sloan. He should be first team All SEC, preseason All SEC. It's because he's wearing a Kentucky helmet. That he's not. I get it. Look, he's going to go to the NFL. He can run routes. He can get open, and they were saying he can get open against zone coverage. He can use leverage and get open against man coverage. He can go up and get the ball and go after the ball. So He's going to be in the NFL. And if you don't want to put him as first team All SEC because he's wearing a Kentucky helmet, well, fine. Put your little Auburn or whoever the hell you put as the first team. I don't even know who they put, and I don't care. So yeah, I get it, but if he has a good year, look out. Um, yeah, and Nick Anderson. Okay, so what do we say about the? Well, let's go to the offensive line. Uh, Tigra Shabola had some kind of minor procedure. I don't know what that was, but he's supposedly going to be ready to go. So our offensive line is set. Be one of the best tight ends in the country. Oh, I agree. Yeah, he will. Look, he probably will be. Be one of the best in our league, and yeah, he'll be. Yeah, I mean, top 10 in the nation, I would think. Uh, if you're talking about SEC Big Ten, yeah. Uh, Look, he's good. I've said it. He's a real big key on offense, big time. Excuse me. He's asked to run. I mean, in the run game, he's asked to block, and then a pass game, get open. Um, so the offensive line is cool. They talked about Malachi Wood deserves a start. Now he just has to do it. So Malachi Wood is going to start. So our offensive line takes yoga, as I said, which is great. Uh, and what the kid from Alabama doesn't like it. A Lennon. Well, I understand. It's not the most manly thing, but stretching forget that. Stretching is important. Uh, Receivers, Nick Anderson. Look, we're just kind of find out he's just getting healthy. He talked about Shane Carr. And I said this about Shane Carr. He can run all kinds of routes because he's caught 80 some balls and he can run, he can play at different receiver spots. They can move him around. He's great at the ball, at the deep ball. When the ball's in the air, and they talked about this, he can get to the ball. He can, get open and out jump his man and get position on the deep ball. So Shane Carr going to be important. Going to move him around, sounds like to me. So he could play if somebody gets injured. He could play DJ Miller. It'll be DJ Miller. God forbid Nick Anderson. So that kid's good, but he is in the SEC. Uh, so yeah, he didn't mention too many receivers by name, but because it was only 20 minutes per person. Um, so yeah, he did. Everybody's fine, and yeah, well, running back. So we're good. Jason Patterson. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jason Patterson's going to play. Yeah. Look, Martell's Carter's only going to play in a pinch. Okay, he may get in the game some. If we're killing like the first game, Youngstown State, okay, he'll probably play some. South Alabama, but yeah, I mean, he's an insurance policy. He's the future running back. So, uh, but he's got to learn the position, like they said. He hadn't played running back. I don't know if he played in high school or not, so he's got to learn the position. So, yeah, he's not going to come in and take. Yeah, for all you fake fans that get on my side and tell me he's going to take time away. No, he's not. No, he's not. Come on, guys. If you're going to be a fake fan, be good at it. Okay, don't be shitty at it because it's too easy to catch you guys. We talked about tight ends, offensive line. Yeah, I mean, look, our first five guys are fine. So yeah, and then on defensive side of the ball, I like what Jay Bateman said. Of course, they were number one on third down against Auburn. They allowed 0 third down. So yeah, we got to be good on third down. He said third down is the only down, meaning that hey, you got to get off the field. If somebody goes for it on fourth down, you got to get off on fourth down. So yeah, yes, I think yes, running backs will split the reps. Oh yeah, to keep them healthy. Yes, yes, yeah. I mean, look, the three primary guys are going to be Baxter, Barnes, Patterson, because they're the most experienced. You're not going to put a guy who's never played running back out there, playing the majority. No, that's not going to happen. He's learning. Yeah, he's a future running back. Yeah, I don't think you're going to say him. Yeah, they got two JUCO guys, and they said we needed depth. So yeah, look, it's those three guys. It's Baxter, Barnes, Patterson. That's the three main guys, and hopefully nobody, knock on wood, gets hurt, right? And then and on the defense side of the ball, Sam Green's supposedly. Bo Barnes is looking like a stud that he is. I didn't realize he played in Texas's bowl game. He started whatever bowl game they played in. I don't remember. I didn't watch it. Supposedly he had a good game. They're not worried about Sykes as a cornerback. They're not worried about our two cornerbacks, so Nichols and Sykes. So, hey, if Jay Bateman says they're ready to go, then I'm going to assume that Sykes can play. So, surprises, yes. Do you trust the right receivers? Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I trust a couple of them, but I want to see Nick Anderson, how much he plays in this summer. Yeah, and yes, I don't trust him yet because we just got DJ Miller hadn't played that much. Shane Carr's coming from a smaller school. I mean, look, there's Jaquaden Ferguson hasn't played at all. So yeah, our wide receivers have to. That's the worry. That's the worry. Now we'll see. Uh, so yeah, and then they basically said we're not going to show anything in the first game to Youngstown. I expect Kenny Minchie to play most of that game because I think they realize he's gonna make some mistakes because he hadn't started a game at Division One yet. But yeah, so they got to get him in there. So he's probably gonna play. The line went from 24 and a half on Youngstown State to 23 and a half. So I would bet that because I think we're going to try to score as many points as possible in that game because we need to practice the receivers. Yeah, we need to. Darby will play. I think so. Yeah, I mean, look, he looked good. He looked like in the spring. He did not look like a freshman. He looked like he's been there before. So he'll probably play some. Yeah, I mean, you look at wide receivers. Who else did they bring up? They didn't bring up a lot of people. They did not bring up Harley Gilmore. I'm just gonna say nobody said the name Harley Gilmore or not in those. I think they had before, but they didn't bring it up, which is that may be fine. It may just be that he's Harley Gilmore. He's gonna be a backup. He's gonna be steady. They didn't bring him up. So they brought up Rico Crowder, Brock Hoffman. They didn't bring up Harley Gilmore, but that's all right. If they did, I missed it. This is your year for tight ends. Yes. Yeah. You teach Henry Boyer to play. Like I said, I'm going to have to ask him, I'd be interested to see if we play 13 personnel, 3 tight ends at any one time. We're loaded at tight end. So, yeah, look, you might as well count Willie Rodriguez as a receiver. So, yeah, I mean, you got Boyer. If you're going to play 2 tight ends, Boyer's going to block. So, yeah. Willie Rodriguez will be moved. He'll move all around. He'll play everywhere in the slide on the boundary. They're just going to move him around and say, hey, you try and cover this guy. So Jay Bateman, yeah, he is going to blitz, zone blitz, because that's what he's known for. Okay, fine. Yeah, so that's what we were talking about last night. In a 4-2-5, you can morph into a 4-3 or a 4 right there on the field or a 3-4. On this, we're going to show a 3-4. Then we're going to show a 4-3. So you can the defensive end goes back to linebacker. The linebacker goes up to defensive end, mix and match. Blitz comes from somewhere. Lineman will go back and blitz will cover an area if a defensive lineman. He talked about Humphrey Grace getting more sacks. That's the guy. That's the secret key for us is for Humphrey Grace to put pressure on the quarterback and Gatson to hold down the run game. So, of course, they talked about Tavian Gatson. He's going to go to the NFL. It's complicated. Yeah, it is complicated because it's a zone. You don't know who's blitzing and who's not. Sometimes the safeties will blitz. Sometimes the quarterback will blitz. And then somebody's got to then the safety's got to slide over and be a quarterback. So everybody blitzes. I mean, I think every position, it doesn't matter if everybody falls back into cover. Everybody blitzes on some schemes. I mean, not at once, but I mean, every position probably has a blitz package for quarterback. In fact, I know they do. Linebacker. So we're going to blitz Ty Bryant. Yeah, he needs to get his first. Yes, he needs to get his first sack. They said him and Castell together are really good. That's what I wanted to hear. So we got 2 really good safeties. Now it's just got to be Sykes and Nichols. And he said he's not worried about them. So if he's not worried about Sykes and Nichols as quarterback, then I'm not going to worry about it. We look, we got to get through this summer and have a good summer camp and then hit the ground running, get to the first game, work out some kinks in that first game. Kenny Minchie's first start, much like when Tim Couch was first starting, not with Bill Curry in the option, but in the air raid, yeah, he got off to a fast start. So I'd like to see Minchie get off to a fast start. Everybody brags about his accuracy. So if he's accurate, hey, that's what we need. I mean, it'll just be about play calling and Sloan's confident. Will they script the first? Yes. Sloan said we'll script the first whatever series but we can break off the script, of course. If it doesn't go well, Surprise defensive player of the year. A surprise. Well, man, that's hard to say surprise. Uh, I would hope it would be Bo Barnes. I hope it's Elijah Barnes, if you want to call that a surprise. That guy needs to play well. That guy's too good. CJ Baxter, and let's see, Bo Barnes said CJ Baxter is back. He's that he's back to the one he saw when he was there. But I think Bo Barnes has to, he has to do well. I'm not worried about the defensive line at all. Uh, I mean, cornerbacks. It'd be nice if Sykes was a defensive surprise, but I'm going to say Bo Barnes for the money we paid for him because he's probably going to start at one of the linebackers. So he's too good. He's too athletic. Uh, so Nichols, Nichols and Sykes. You know what? That'd be nice if they are. They said Nichols was banged up last year, so maybe that kept him from because he got burned some. So yeah, and whenever you blitz, there's nobody behind him. So man, Nichols and Sykes have got to do their job because if we zone blitz, it's not it's no help back there. Sometimes there won't be any help back there, but I don't know that we'll come out blazing blitzing against Alabama. I say that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm interested to see. I don't think it's going to be like Texas A&M where you knew all your players well and you knew you could blitz. And yeah, I don't know. I know he's saying that. I would say that too. Yeah, we're going to blitz all the. I don't know. We'll see. That could surprise you. I think Jason Patterson could surprise us. Because I don't know how well the other two guys can catch, but I know Jason Patterson can catch. And they talked about that this spring and summer, how well he caught the ball. Well, you got to be able to catch the ball because you are a check down. And if they don't cover the running back, then Minchie's going to dump it off to the running back. If they don't cover him. So, and it's going to be quick hitter, West Coast, quick pass, try to get 3 or 4 yards or break one. So I think Patterson. Barnes is solid. He was solid at Oklahoma. I'll take it. But I think Jason Patterson, we'll see. We're going to see. But CJ Baxter, supposedly, Bo Barnes said that dude's 100%. So he would know. So I'm gonna take him at his word. So yeah, I mean, look, we're once again, I'm not too worried about the offense. Well, except for the receivers. Got to catch the ball, got to run the route. We're gonna find out. And of course, on defense, we got to stop people. We said it and get off the field. And if we could be third down is the only down. That's what Jay Bateman said today. Third down is the only down. Yeah. And if they go for it on fourth down, well, then you got to get that. So, got to get off the field. So I'm stoked. Missouri. Yes. JUCO, that was All American. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know that our guys will be that. But I think we got him mostly for depth. And like I said, Carter's going to be over there, but Martell Carter's has not played running back. Unless there's a lot of injuries. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he could. You got to learn the position of running back. So we'll see. Look, he redshirted last year, right? So he's got 4 years and just use them wisely. You never know. Yeah, you never know who's going to jump up and be. I'd like to see Boyer. Everybody's talking about Willie Rodriguez. I'd like to see Henry Boyer. That's a big dude, 265, long arms. I'd like to see that dude catch some balls, especially in the red zone. If you're on like the 7-yard line, the 5-yard line, inside the 10, I mean, that dude I'd like to see what he can do. I don't know. They'll probably have to leave him in the block. I keep saying that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's 265 and his long ass arms. But even if he's on the line, he can get free and sneak out there for a touchdown. So, like I said, I'd be interested to see how many tight ends we play at once. Are we going to play 1, 2, or are we going to play 3? I'm probably going to ask him. Like I said, I'm going to email that question into the first coaches show and see if he gives anything away about playing 3 tight ends, because that's becoming popular in the NFL. So you never know. He's not, and he probably won't. If he's going to do it, it ain't like he's going to. He's probably going to give a vanilla. Well, maybe. but I just want to hear him say it. But no, 3 tight ends. You heard it here first. 13 personnel. Seahawks won the Super Bowl. 13 personnel. Rams play 3 tight ends. Now they're more pass catchers, whereas Seattle used tight ends as runners. So run blockers. So it's I'm winning 3 games. Yeah, I mean I get it, Curtis. 4 games, 3 or 4 games. If you just look at, there's so much unknown. It's the great unknown, and you're not going to bet on unknown in the SEC. Okay, like I said, I think we can win 6 games. I think there's a way to go a little over and a little under. But look, our schedule's hard, man, hard. He didn't really talk about special teams, and I wouldn't either. I'm not going to say who's going to be. I mean, look, we know we got 2 Australian punters and a kicker is really solid, field goal kicker. So I wouldn't say much about coverages either. Why would you say something about it? You're going to have some starters on special teams. I get it. Yeah, have your best guys. So we'll probably, I don't know, will Shane Carr be on special teams? Maybe. Will one of those running back. Martell's Carter's probably going to be on special teams because he's fast enough. So we're going to have to see how good we are. We're going to have to see. More exciting just to win the game. Once again, I don't care about exciting. Just win the game. I don't care if we win 17-13. Yeah. Look, I'm going to keep saying this. Low scoring games probably favor us. Okay. At this stage of our Minchie's career and Will Stein's career, low scoring games probably help you, would be better for us. And I'm not saying every game has to be 17-14, but yeah, you can't. I don't think we can win a bunch of shootouts. So yeah, 30-20. If we score 30, yeah. I don't care. 17-13. I don't care. If we have low scoring games, that means our defense is good. Okay. If you start seeing a bunch of shootouts, well, that means our defense is not doing their job. So, Mark Stews had the blueprint. Yeah, part of it. Yeah, he had a blueprint in that. If you're ahead, why you ain't gonna have Minchie throwing the ball, right? I mean, if you're ahead, you're gonna run the ball and play defense and field position. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mark. Yes, he did set a blueprint of, hey, you can run the football here, and you can win with defense. And yes, so yeah, that was a little bit of a blueprint that worked. So instead of handing the ball off for 5 yards, we're going to throw a 5-yard pass. That's the only difference. Okay, fine. I get it. It's more exciting. Most people would rather see a 5-yard pass than a 5-yard run. To me, it's 5 yards. I don't care who got it or how they got it. It's 5 yards. That's me, though. I mean, look, but it's more. I get it. It's more exciting. We like exciting, and yeah, shoot a 3-pointer. Don't go for a wide open. We're going to let you get in the lane and take a 2. No, take a contested 3 instead of shooting an uncontested 2. That's a great idea. Yeah. So yeah, I don't care. Just and run the clock. Stoops, messed up clock management at the last couple of years there. Don't mess that up. I don't think he will. So, hey, I just want to jump on here. Probably a really bad time to jump on here is to jump on here and talk about it in the afternoon. But if you're watching this back, you can watch it back. Like we said, Martells Carter Jr. is now running back. Fine with me. Obviously, don't think he'll be playing a lot. He's going to be learning the position, but he is an athlete and he is the running back of the future. Obviously, if you look at who we got in high school, we drafted a bunch of safeties, high 3-star safeties. So, do we need a safety? No. Right now, we need a depth at running back. That's why I moved him. Most of the time, it's the other way around. They'll move a running back to a defensive, to a safety, but we reversed it. So he must be good. He must be good. Stein can be better than Stoops. Yeah, well, look, let's pump the brakes on that. Yeah, the guy hasn't won a game yet. Let's just hope he's good. Yeah, that's ridiculous to say something that stupid. I mean, come on, man. Think about what you're saying here. We hope he's better. He should. Okay, he should be better. That doesn't mean he will. Okay, woulda, shoulda. It would. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, let's get the first year out of the way and see what we do this year. Because if we go 3-9 or 4-8, as we said last night, what's that going to do? And I said the worst case scenario for UK sports is if we go 4-8 in football, and Mark Pope blows it in basketball and gets fired. That would be the absolute worst year we could have right now. Mark Pope has to hold up. Yeah, because if we fire Mark Pope, then Will Stein has a couple, trying to build a football team. Then people start bitching. Well, you fired Mark Pope. You're not firing this guy. Yes, I don't think that'll happen, but I'm just saying that would be the absolute worst case scenario. Auburn will win 8 games. Well, I don't know who said that. That's okay. Yeah, I've been hearing that every year. They haven't had a winning season since 2021. But hey, maybe this new coach will Golish, I don't know who he is. Maybe he will. And look, it's Auburn. They're going to go all out. They don't care about basketball, man. If we get basketball, I mean, they'll give them a few players, Bruce Pearl's son, but they ain't going, yeah. And they want to beat Alabama. I live there in Montgomery. That's the best rival in college football. That's statewide. I mean, it's nasty. So yeah, Auburn. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at their schedule. We don't play them, so wish we did play them. Wish we played Arkansas. Wish we played Mississippi State. Look, our problem is our schedule, and I get it. There is that guy that said we go 3-9 and made the case. He made a factual case that you cannot argue with. I mean, we could go 3-9. Now I hope we don't. But yeah, I think we'll do a little better than that. It's going to be about the defense. Yeah, yeah. All this new look, NIL. Mark Stoops didn't have to do too much of this, but raising money and trying to keep players and trying to keep your high school players, and people can come and take your players. I mean, somebody could come and take one of our guys right now in August. I mean, so I hope it doesn't happen. September 5th. Yeah, that's coming. Yeah, I mean, and then the next game, the 12th, that's the one that, yeah. Uh, I mean, look, I'm not expecting us to beat Alabama. That would be nice if we could. That would be a springboard. Uh, so we'll see. We'll see. We're not favored. In fact, I don't know what the Vegas odds for the Alabama. See, I got it right here. Vegas odds for the Alabama game are what? Did I keep that? No, I did not. I think I threw that away. Yeah, I threw it away. Okay. Well, anyway, it was we're a 14 and a half point underdog to Alabama. Something like that. 14 and a half, 17 and a half. Something. It's a big number. So yeah. I don't, who cares, right? I mean, manage the program. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now I don't guess you have to worry about breaking rules. What rules can you break? I mean, you can pay everybody. It's not like when Chris Rodriguez didn't clock in at the UK hospital and somebody was clocking him in, and we had to forfeit 10 games because he was an illegal player, which is kind of stupid to me, but okay, whatever. Yeah. Now you just pay people what do you want to pay me? If we beat Alabama, the goalposts will come down. You know what? I wouldn't do that, Curtis. I would not take the goalposts down for beating Alabama. I want to act like we've been there. I like at Rupp Arena. We never rush the floor at Rupp Arena because we're supposed to win. I hope we don't do it. I hope if we beat them, we just walk off the field like we're supposed to. That's just me. Yeah. I mean, that'll be – I wonder what will happen if that happens. Yeah. I mean, people will want to, but yeah. Now, I understood in 95. 97 when we did it. We were bad. Okay, like we were a really bad team, and we beat them for the first time since 1933. But I don't know about this time. I don't know if I would do that. Maybe. But yeah, we'll get fined, but who cares, right? If we win, pay the fine. But yes, no, there were a lot of good things said today. Jay Bateman said Jay Bateman things. Who did he bring up? He brought up some people by name. Let's look on the defensive line. He brought up Lorenzo Cowan, obviously Gatson. He did not bring up Harkless. He brought up Humphrey Grace. And he said probably just Jaden Williams. He brought him up, the guy from Wyoming, the senior from Wyoming. Look, guys, we got 18. We got 8 good defensive linemen. So I'm not worried about that rotation. Gatson and Humphrey Grace are the key. He brought up Grant Godfrey. Sam Green's injury's fine. Bo Barnes is doing well. He did bring up Antoine Smith, who's a junior, and said that he's a physical specimen who's playing well. Now, he did get into 5 games last year Antoine Smith. So maybe he'll play at linebacker, defensive backs. Of course, he brought up Castell and Bryant playing together. Kevis Thomas is a guy that worries me. He said he'll be a third down. Yeah, that means he can't play cornerback. He can only play safety. Yeah, Kevis Thomas, guy we got from Maryland, and we put him in against Eastern Michigan, and he got burned. So he mentioned his name, but it wasn't a lot of, yeah, he's good. It's like, oh, he'll be playing on third down. Okay. But yeah, he says Sykes and Nichols are good. And of course, we didn't talk about special teams, which is fine. And the kicker, Zagari, or however you say his name, were good. So, hey, Gatson could be an All-American and Humphrey Grace. They won't put him in All-American because we're Kentucky, but they should be first team All SEC maybe, third team All American. I don't know. We'll see. Humphrey Grace has to get pressure. I'd like to see him get some more sacks. I think he had 4 or 5 sacks last year, and so yeah, he's good. Do you think we got Alex Safari? Nah, I wouldn't count on that, Curtis. I wouldn't count on that one. That's one judge. Everybody's making a big deal out of this. One judge said we should do this, so I don't know. As Will Stein said, that's a bunch of court cases. I don't know. I mean, maybe we should just do it, and then maybe we should just bring them there and then start playing them, and then they have to tell, no, you can't do that. I don't know. As of right now, I would say it's probably a long shot, but you never know. Maybe the NCAA will go, you know what? Yeah, that judge is right. Yeah, go ahead. And so I don't know. I would like to see him, but yeah, he's the Packers signed him, right? So they might cut him, but they signed him. If we don't, yeah, I mean, look, Ty Bryant's going to play his position. Okay, so it'd be nice to have him, but we can have Castell and Bryant. So I mean, he's a good tackler. We could use him. Who couldn't? But yeah, I mean, look, that's one position we probably, if he was a running back, yeah. So I don't know if we'll get him. I mean, it's too early to tell with all these court cases. I'll have to watch Sports Talk Jay, Tennessee guy, because he stays up on all this and see what's challenged in court and what's not. I don't know. So look, I enjoyed the press conference this morning. So we start on Thursday, right? Thursday's the first practice. The team's ready to go mentally. Tigru Shabola had a minor procedure, whatever that means, and he's fine. And could have been anything, a hangnail, I don't know. But yeah, Nick Anderson still worries me a little bit. I don't know if they talk. I want to see how he practices or how much he practices. Nick Anderson. That's the. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine. It's just they're a little vague. We beat Tennessee. Well, Curtis, if we were going to beat Tennessee, this would be the year to get them because they have a freshman quarterback. But I will never pick us to beat Tennessee. Never, 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 never. Because that rivalry has just been like that for 75 years. We beat them in basketball. They beat us in football. And it doesn't matter if one team's better than the other at the other sport. I don't know why that is. The majority of the time. What's up, Mike? How long do you think our starting quarterback will play the first game? A lot. It's now, Mike. I listened today. A lot. I think he's going to play the majority of the game because he hasn't started a game since high school and he needs to learn the offense. So I think he plays a lot. That's why I would bet the 23.5. I think the point spread right now is 23.5 point favorite. I bet it. I think they're going to keep him in there and we're going to run up the score. That's what I think because we don't have receivers and this is everybody had played together. So I think we keep the starters in there for a while into the fourth quarter. So yeah, I think he plays. They might take him out at the very halfway through the fourth quarter, but don't be surprised if he plays the whole game. I mean, really, even if we're just running the ball, because the way he needs to get in a rhythm here, this offense, and run all the plays. So I think we see him play a lot. We need to beat South Carolina. Yeah, that would be nice, Curtis, because they've been whipping our ass, and Vanderbilt, and they've been whipping our ass. So yeah, we need to turn those ass whippings around. I would pick Vandy over South Carolina. So there's a home game. Kenny Minchie could be the next, be as good as Andre Woodson. I don't know on paper, but that doesn't mean anything. And Woodson didn't run that kind of offense. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to run the offense. So a lot of short throws. Woodson didn't do that. So, well, Woodson got drafted by the Giants, even though he didn't, hang on like Couch and big man Jared Lorenzen there stayed on the field. He didn't stay with the Giants. But yeah, if he gets drafted, and he'll get drafted. Yeah, I mean, he could be as good as Woodson. Yeah, I mean, and obviously playing a different offense. He's accurate. That's what I keep hearing. He's accurate. He's accurate. Well, good. If he's accurate, then that's what else do you need? He does throw off of his back foot sometimes. You're trying to break that habit. Don't throw off your back foot. So yeah, like I said, I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play a lot of that first game. I think he's going to have to. Would you rather see beat Alabama or LSU? I would personally, I'd rather see us beat LSU because I don't like Lane Kiffin, but I know we need to beat that. Alabama would be a better game because it's early and it would light the fuse. And if you light the fuse, then who knows? No, I mean, personally, LSU, but really, it probably should be Alabama. Because it's early. It's there, and that would be a statement. Well, beating LSU would be a statement. Just that dude's an asshole. But I don't know, Curtis. Do you think Rodriguez could be like Jacob Tammy? That's what I've been saying, Curtis. He reminds me of Jacob Tammy in the way he runs around, catches the ball, and he's just crafty. Jacob Tammy played in the NFL a long time. So yeah, whenever Peyton Manning wants you on his team, and when he went to Denver, he said, "Get me Jacob Tammy over here." Jacob Tammy followed him around. Well, if Peyton Manning likes you and wants you on the team, then there's a reason. So yeah, I think Rodriguez could be the next Jacob Tammy. He has the potential. He has the body. We're gonna find out because it isn't. Once again, it isn't like Woodson again, where you're playing in like Tammy was. Now he's going to be an NFL, yeah, like they are now. Um, a wide receiver, a hybrid tight end, more as much of a wide receiver as a blocker. So yeah, I think he is. Yeah, that was my comparison early on. Is he reminded me of Jacob Tammy? So that's a good person to emulate because he played a long time and he got a Super Bowl ring. So there you go. Yeah, I think he did. I'm almost positive he did. Yeah, I'm going to say he did because he was with him twice, with Peyton Manning twice. So I'm going to say he got a Super Bowl ring. But yeah, look, get excited. I mean, it's coming. It's coming down the road. I know I jumped on at a really bad time, right when people's getting off work, 4 o'clock. Like somebody's gonna be watching me driving home from work, but I didn't have a lot of time. But I didn't want to jump on here and say, hey, I enjoyed the media day. Everything that said was positive. Not really any bad things said. Uh, so you got to win the job starting Thursday. Yeah, you're gonna win the job. So whatever job, Shane Carr has to prove himself. Kenny Minchie has to prove himself. A lot of people, young players who came over and players who hadn't played as wide receiver. Ferguson from Arkansas has got to prove himself. The kid Brock Kaufman from Louisville hadn't played, got to prove he can. Rico Crowder, we could go on and on. Kenny Darby, hey man, it's time to prove yourself. We don't have too much proving on offensive line. They said we have 8 offensive linemen, and that's good. So they're cool with 8 really good. That's what I said. I've been looking at the thing, saying I know we got 8. So they brought up the number 8. So obviously, Mark Robinson from UTEP will be a backup. And like I said, it'd be interesting to see who the backup center is. Not that anything, knock on wood, would happen to Colton Price. And they're all doing yoga together. So if the offensive line is doing yoga together, that's a bonding thing. Yeah. I hope they're not wearing the Jane Fonda stuff, but that's all right. Our backup quarterback is the only thing we're worried about. You should be, Curtis. We don't really have one. Ponatoski. That's what will happen. You will put him in because you paid him a lot of money. You ain't gonna put those other guys in. Ponatoski will play. And yeah, I don't know how he would do in that offense. And yeah, he's just getting there. So he has to have a good spring to figure out how to get his locker, how to get to the stadium. What's the playbook? Yeah, I mean, look, if that happens, we're just shutting it down for the year and we're just gonna get Ponatoski ready. Well, Kenny Minchie's got 2 more years. Yeah, we don't have a Lynn Bowden, no. No, we don't have somebody who can play. When we had Lynn Bowden, that guy, man, running back, receiver, quarterback, he's a little bit of a thug there, for punching people and acting like that, acting like he didn't have any discipline. I didn't like that. He didn't stay in the NFL very long because they're not going to put up with that shit. And I don't know how he got cut from the Raiders or whoever, but yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, we don't have anybody like that. So yeah, I mean the backup, yeah, Fanatoski. Yeah, you gonna play if that happens? I would think. Although the Brennan Ward kid played a lot. He played. I don't know. We'll see. Those Brennan Ward's a little bit older, but yeah, would you put Palatoski in there? I don't know. It depends on if he was ready, which we'll find out now because he's going to go through. He's about ready to go through 3 weeks of camp here, so we'll see. Yeah, yes, Lynn Bowden saved our season. They knew we were going to run. That's the thing that gets me is about who was our offensive coordinator. I liked him. Who was offensive coordinator in the Stoops for a long time, and then he was assistant last year. I mean, they knew we were going to run, and they couldn't stop us. Georgia, we played well against Georgia that year. So yeah, man, all offensive line. You want to talk about offensive line? Yeah, I'd like to see him play. But man, Mark Stoops had some offensive lines, dude, and that's when your players. That was developing people. Yeah, that's one thing. Mark Stoops. If Will Stein's going to be better than Mark Stoops, or as good as Mark Stoops, you're going to have to develop players like he did. I mean, 1 year players are fine. Lance Hurd's gone. Shabola's gone. Colton Price is gone. You got to develop people. Mark Stoops developed people. They put 5 people in that whole offensive line in the NFL that 1 year. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Mark Stoops did some shit that I don't know. We'll see if it's. Yeah. Oh, okay. He went to West Virginia. Okay. Uh, yeah, I can't think of his name. But anyway, yeah. Stuff we did back then was like I said, running the ball, Rodriguez, Benny Snell. I mean, Boom Williams. I mean, can you imagine we had Boom Williams on this team? A dude who could just take it. You better not miss him because he's gone. Man, if we had Boom Williams, Chris Rodriguez, Benny Snell, Chris Rodriguez still Washington. He's their goal line back. I'm going to play fantasy football, and it says on their outlook he will be a goal line back. He's not going to get a lot of carries, but he's going to get carries in the red zone. So Chris Rodriguez still scoring touchdowns. I don't know why Benny Snell didn't last longer with the Steelers, but for the days, man. You better hope we can do that. Hope we can do that. Neil Brown, yeah, Neil Brown, but it was after Neil Brown. Oh man, what was the dude's name? The guy's name. He coached at Auburn. He coached everywhere. He was an assistant last year. I can't remember his name. Cincinnati coached at Cincinnati, I think. Oh, who the hell am I thinking? Anyway, that guy came up with it. Yeah, Mo Williams. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see. Man, Mo Williams played a long time in the NFL. Yeah, we do. That's C.J. Baxter, and I think they'll split the carries. You'd like to see Baxter and Barnes get 500 yards apiece. That means we had a good year. Okay, if they get 500 yards and 350, and Patterson gets 250, okay, that was a good year. I think Patterson's going to be in there on third down. I think he can catch the ball better than I know he can catch. It looks like to me he can catch better than Barnes. So look to see Jason Patterson on third down. What's up, Stephon? 8-4. Well, I hope so, brother. I'll take 6-6, but I like 8-4. Yeah, cousin Jane says 8-4 on the SEC podcast, and I actually think he halfway believes it. At first, I thought he's just kidding around, but we'll see. Look, man, it's going to be tough, but let's do it. Let's go 8-4. Let's go. Yeah, I just hope if we don't go, if we go 5-7, what happens? We're going to see. We're going to find out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good ride, no matter what happens. It's going to be a good ride. So yeah, I think defensively, that's what's going to keep us in the game. Don't get blown off the field. Now we'll see how much we zone blitz. Okay, we'll see on all that. Boom Williams didn't stay longer. Of course, I think he played 3. I think he stayed 3 years, didn't he? He went in the draft. Cincinnati drafted him, right? So yeah, Cincinnati drafted him, and he was gone. I just can't believe he didn't stay in the NFL. I think he went to the CFL, but man, that guy was. I mean, man, he led the college football in 40 plus yards runs. He was in the top 10 every year with us. So yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, look, he left after his third year because Cincinnati wanted him. They didn't keep him. So I think the Bengals. But yeah, look, man, being fast in college is one thing. Being fast in the NFL is a whole other thing. Yeah. So everybody's as fast as you. So that probably negated that. But if you go to, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I would have thought he would have stayed longer. But no. Ever had players that will remember for a long time? I remember a lot of players, like Tim Couch. I don't. Mo Williams would probably be the first guy. The '80s. I mean, I like Jerry Claiborne, but there's nobody that I really remember. Mark Higgs, maybe because he was an Owensboro kid from where I'm. But the not. I mean, you remember Tim Couch and Jerry Lorenzen, uh, Mo Williams. I mean, yeah, there'll be people we remember. Jacob Tammy. We talked about him. Andre Woodson. Uh, Yeah, I like some defensive players we remember. But yeah, a lot of people. What's up, Derek? Well, I was gonna Stevie Johnson. Yeah, uh, for his ability is pretty good. What's up, Derek? What's up, man? I just jumped on here for a second. Well, now I'm gonna stay on. Yeah, all the good people are coming on. Well, you know what? I can stay on for a minute. Yeah, let's stay on. The catch against Louisville. Yeah. Posse football is getting overshadowed by the fifth year Portland Madness. Yeah, I don't even know if that's legal. They talked about that today, Posse. Yeah, I mean, it's not legal yet. I don't know if that's going to be just because one judge. Yeah, we'll see if we get that. Cash Daniels, Curtis, that's a good one. He's a wrestler. He's a Kentucky boy. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, we'll see. And MLB, Posse. I don't even a better man than I am. I can't watch that. It's good to see you on during the day. Well, Derek, I want to jump on here because we were talking about Martells Carter last night, and then today, at Media Day, they jump up and say he's a running back now. So Martells Carter Jr. is officially a running back. I like to have that cover kid. Yeah, well, that'd be good, Posse. Yes. Uh, but yeah, if you guys have not heard, Martells Carter is officially a running back. Now, does that mean he's going to play a lot? No. Obviously, he's learning the position, but he's a good athlete, and we need depth at that position. And in a pinch, he'll play. But I don't see him playing a lot this year. They have ruined MLB. Yeah, I can't watch MLB, man. I don't even understand the rules. Taking out a pitcher because my arm is tired, and then you start off with a player on second base, and actually, they just it was. I keep telling people if you watch my video about my 5 things I hate. And I tell my young kids in the late 70s and the early 80s, the number one sport was baseball. It was not football. It was not basketball. The NBA was on tape delay. It was baseball. Baseball was the number one sport, and they ruined it because they wanted to make it exciting and speed it up. They just made it in a slow pitch softball. I hope the NFL, the NBA, start same thing. Okay. We're just going to shoot 3 points. Okay, all right. Well, I ain't watching that shit. If college football goes to the NFL was starting to get to was starting to be the arena football league there for a while, about 5 or 6 years ago. They were just throwing the ball. They weren't running the ball at all, except for Pittsburgh. And they kind of got back to, yeah, let's run the football. Yeah, I don't want to see a guy throwing the ball 60 times a game and you only run it 20. So yeah, hopefully football will not do that, but baseball did that. Mark Pope time is running out. Yeah, it is. He has to get it. Posse stretch 4 that can play a 5. Well, that Kepman guy is injured all the time. So good. I still love the Cubs. I like the Cubs. They need another pitcher. Okay, in the playoffs. Well, good. I used to be a Cubs fan. Yep. Yeah, man, they won a World Series finally. I could not believe it. Finally got to a world and won a World Series. I would have never thought it. But yeah, I can't watch that shit. Take a guy out who's pitching a no hitter. Are you kidding me? I can't slide into home and I can't throw inside. There's all these hurry up and throw and yeah, just how to ruin a sport 101. Now I think I saw they were like 6. NASCAR is more popular. Man, but they get millions of dollars. So I'm not going to go watch it, but somebody else can. I really enjoyed your recent video. I just want to win. Yeah, Derek. Yeah, it gives a damn about exciting and the score. Like I said, if we beat Alabama 17-13, are you going to bitch about that was boring? No, no, you're not. You're not going to bitch about a win. I would rather see us win 17-13 than to lose 42-38 and go, wow, that was exciting. I understand what people are saying. They want a 5 yard pass instead of handing it off for a 5 yard run. I get it because a pass is more exciting. And yeah, but to me, it's 5 yards. Like 5 yards is 5 yards. I don't give a damn if you throw the ball, quarterback drive. Just if you don't like if you only like scoring and you just want to see scoring, well then yeah. But no, Posse Cubs had 4 of their 5 stars injured. Oh, and they're going to make the playoffs. Well, there you go. Uh, Starters. Well, how the hell do you get injured? You know what? There's another thing. They're talking about injuries in basketball and sports. People used to play more than one sport. Now NBA players only play basketball. Well, they used to play baseball. Played baseball, you played football, you ran track. Yeah, these one sport athletes going to get hurt. So I don't see how a pitcher got hurt. You can only pitch a couple innings and they take your ass out. So sorry that they got injured. Harry Carey, man. Ryan Sandberg, it'll never be like that again. I wish Sandberg would have won one. Andre Dawson, Ryan Sandberg, Rick Sutcliffe, all those guys back then. That was when it was a game, when it was on TV for free. And Harry Carey said, the day that you make people have to pay for baseball and it's not free for the working person, it's going to, and he was right. So, money, the 9th SEC game, it's just about money, guys. So you're going to play 9 SEC games. You're going to play the SEC championship game, and you think you're going to get more. It's not going to happen. But everybody's getting paid, just like in real life, dude. It's always about the money, you know. Just like in real life. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited about football, and of course Sloan and Jay Bateman spoke, and Will Stein spoke this morning, and it was really cool. And the offensive line is doing yoga together. Okay, hey, look, man, yoga stretching is important. If you're going to be bulky, the hardest thing to be is limber and bulky when you lift because you get so tight and it's hard to stretch out your hamstring. So yeah, I hope they stretch together. Yeah, stretch. If you're going to lift weights, you better stretch before and after. Posse injuries in the sport because the amount of money. Maybe well, that's true. Yeah, well, that's true. They ain't playing through injuries. Oh, they're going to shut it down. Will Levis should have shut it down that last year. I commend Will Levis for playing with that messed up foot and a broken thumb. He played, and he probably shouldn't have played because he was going to go to the NFL. So yeah, God's going to shut it down now. Just like the basketball players. What's this guy from last year? Now I don't even care what his name is because I already forgot him because he didn't do anything. So I already forgot his name, whatever the hell his name was. The big dude, yeah, he shut it down. I get it. Okay. Money ruins everything. Yeah, it's all about the money. It ain't about playing for Kentucky. You're playing for Ben Franklin. That's who you're playing. Everybody's playing for Ben Franklin. Ain't nobody playing. Indiana showed you that. Ain't nobody going to Michigan, Ohio State. No, we're playing for money. And well, Indiana did it better than that. A really good coach. So it's about the money. So we'll see, guys. I don't know what our record's going to be in football. We'll see. I hope it's 80. Whatever. I'll take 6-6 in a bowl game. That would be a huge win and one upset win. But we got 2 cupcakes, and the rest of it is every night is a steak. Okay, so you got 10 steaks you got to eat, and yeah, it's not going to be. We're just going to be chewing 10 games, 10 wars. So that's just the way it is, man. So I hope our guys embrace it, and I hope we don't have a lot of injuries. If we get in, that would be something we cannot absorb. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people can, but we cannot, especially at certain positions. So camp starts Thursday, and I wanted to jump on here and say I've been on here 54 minutes. Look, man, get excited. I mean, September 4th, is that the first? We'll be here before you know it. It's August 4th tomorrow. Hey, man, it's going to be here. And we'll have something to do. I'm not a winter person. I don't like winter. I don't like cold and dark, but I will take sports. Uh, so to get my mind off of the weather. But yes, no injuries. That's what I would like. No injuries. Okay, so before I leave, Martells Carter Jr. is a running back. Should anybody be concerned? No. Do we need running backs more than we need safeties? High school, we got a couple of good high 3-star safeties. So if they say Martells Carter can play running back, Will Stein would know. Okay, so they obviously see something at him that he can play running back because he's an athlete. Now, is he going to play right now? No, he's got to learn the position. Not unless everybody starts getting out. Knock on wood. If everybody were to start getting hurt, then we probably see more of him. Jason Patterson, that's the guy on third down that they gonna throw the ball to. That's what I think. So I hope Jason Patterson gets in there because he's good. And Nick Anderson, I still don't know, man. We'll see how much he practices. If he doesn't practice a lot in this next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be a little worried about him because they didn't really give a clear answer on if he's 100%. Okay, if he's not 100%, we paid him a lot of money, so that would bother me a little bit. So hopefully they're just saving him. They're just resting him. So, all right, guys. Well, look, I had a fun time last night on the live. I just want to jump on and they answered all of our questions. We had some questions last night, and they answered all of them. Practicing this summer. Yes. Yeah, he's been practicing running back. Yep. Yeah, he'll be practicing now, starting on Thursday. He is officially a running back as of right now. If you look on the depth chart, he will not be. Yeah. So there you go. He'll be practicing as a running back. Now, obviously, he's behind some JUCO players and Baxter Barnes Patterson. So I'm not worried. He's the running back of the future. So wide receiver, which wide receiver? He's running back. We're talking about Martells Carter. But which wide receiver? They talked well about the wide receivers. Oh, the Nick Anderson. I don't know, man. They're not saying he's 100%. I don't know if they're just trying to get him to 100%, or he's at 100%. I don't know. We're gonna find out in practice because I know that KSR and all the people there that report Jeff Drummond will probably report how much he's playing. So I want to see how much is he playing with the first team? Is he out there a lot, or is he not out there a lot? Yeah, so that's the guy. Sounds like Baxter and Barnes are cool. Linebacker that's hurt. Who's on that? I can't think of off the top of my head. Sam Green is fine. So yeah, the only person they didn't give a clear answer on to me was Nick Anderson. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure Tigru, if you're just getting in here, Tigru Shabola, the offensive lineman for Ohio State, had a minor procedure, and he's fine. I don't know he could have got his wisdom teeth pulled. I don't know what that means. So yeah, I mean, look, we're gonna find out. We gotta find out. But yeah, I'm surely the guy Nick Anderson is healthy. So if he's not, that would be really bad. Yeah, if we lose him, if he can't go all 12 games, yeah, then now we're in trouble. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. Yeah. Now Shane Carr and them got to step up. Yeah, that would be bad. In fact, that would probably be the worst injury on offense. Other than the quarterback, the worst injury would be Nick Anderson. Because DJ Miller, okay, he's good, but yeah, you ain't no Nick. He's not Nick Anderson. Yeah, we paid a lot of money for him. We need for him to be healthy. So let's hope that he is. It could just be my intuition is wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I'd like a clear answer. We'll find out. All right, guys. Well, look, I'll come back on. Starts Thursday. I'll come back on the weekend, and we'll talk about it. Maybe Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days, maybe both. But I'll be back. And look, just be happy that it's starting. We're getting it started now. Go back and watch if you have not seen. Will Stein, Joe Sloan, Jay Bateman. Their interviews are about 15 minutes, 20 minutes apiece. You can go back and watch it and try to read in between the lines. All right, guys, look, appreciate you watching. If you're watching this back, I appreciate you watching this back. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out and get excited about football. Go Cats.